Looking back at your childhood years, I'm sure you can name a few teachers that impacted your life. Teachers play a very important role in the lives of children as they grow up. Teachers spend a lot of time with their students, about 7 hours a day, 5 days a week. That is not the only time that teachers spend at the school. They will spend a lot of time after school hours grading papers, creating lesson plans, and going to meetings and so much more. One of the biggest controversies today is the salary of the American teacher. Teachers have a tough job, and it's not something that just anyone could do. Someone doesn't say, "Oh, I want to be a teacher because they get paid so well." They become teachers because of their passion for teaching the youth and their ability to impact many lives. In What It Takes to Teach by Amy Demarest, Ellen David Friedman, they state, "Schools will improve when they are able to attract, support, and retain the best and the brightest by paying higher salaries. Teacher salaries are extremely low considering the situations that they face today and the impact that they have on the children's lives." Today we are going to look at the time and effort it takes to become a teacher, the tough situations that teachers face, and what we can do to take action in getting a higher salary for teachers. In order to become a teacher, one must go through about a lot of schooling and complete a minimum of 4 years of college. Most people who are wanting to be a teacher already know that they are going to spend a large amount of money to get there. It takes a lot of time and effort to complete a bachelor's degree, and some even go on to complete a master's degree. The general knowledge test is taken by so you can become a teacher. Tests cost around $100 each time you take it. It is encouraged that you buy study materials and begin studying months in advance. If they don't pass this test, they won't be able to move forward with their education until it is passed. At most colleges, you also must maintain a certain GPA. Attending college is pricey. Tuition at a public university for an in-state student on average is about $4,000 to $6,000 per school year. This does not include the cost of room and board and books and other materials needed for class. As you can see, teachers spend at least $20,000 in order to become a teacher. Teachers face many tough situations. One of the biggest cons of this profession in our world today is the violence that goes on within the schools. According to Time.com, there has been 22 school shootings in 2018 in the U.S. so far. Teachers aren't allowed to carry guns in the classroom, so they have very little to protect themselves and their students' lives with. Teachers have to protect the lives of about 25 students, and this is a big responsibility each day that they go to work. The increase of violence has turned many people away from this profession. Teachers also have to deal with students and their behaviors. Aside from just teaching the curriculum, teachers form bonds with their students. Many teachers become involved in learning about the personal lives of their students because some of these kids face very tough social lives at home, which affects their learning at school. With that being said, according to Shira Bacher, teachers' sense of meaning at work affects teacher-student relationships, which in turn affects teachers' job satisfaction. Teachers also have to face the struggle of teaching to the test. It is very hard for some younger students to pass these standardized tests, which promote them to the next grade. The failure of these students falls back on the teachers, even though they may have done all that they could. Standardized testing is one of the teachers' biggest nightmares. Bruce Dixon states in his article, "The Testing Emperor Finally Has No Clothes," the overemphasis on testing has led many teachers to eliminate projects and activities that provide students with an opportunity to be creative and imaginative, and scripted curriculum has become the norm in many classrooms. Teachers are no longer able to teach like they were 25 years ago. The testing is taken away from the fun of school, and teachers today have to deal with the negative effects of this. Another struggle that most people may not realize is the amount of money that teachers spend on classroom supplies. Today, many teachers have to use their own money to buy materials for their class. The education system is failing miserably in this aspect because not only do teachers make so little each year, they now have to pay out of pocket for supplies needed to keep their classroom flowing. Thankfully, a handful of parents will donate some supplies at the beginning of the year, but unfortunately, this is not enough to keep a classroom stocked up for 1 year. With all the hardships teachers face, it's time we do something, and increase their salaries. In Florida, the average teacher's salary is about $47,000 per year. This is a major issue when NFL players are making $2.1 million a year and teachers are making $40,000. We must do our best to support the teachers, although this task may seem useless. This helps them out emotionally. When teachers feel like they are being supported, often teachers feel that they are working so hard for no money, so it's important that they know they're appreciated for all that they do. Protests have been taking place all across America, but this doesn't mean we need to stop. We must continue on to try and change for those strong teachers, because without them, the world would simply fail. Today we looked at the time and effort it takes to become a teacher, the tough situations the teachers face, and what we can do to take action and get a higher salary for teachers. It is important to remember all of the hard work that the teachers put out there, not only when they are becoming a teacher and it's difficult, but each day they face so many challenges that show just simply how strong they are. They impact the lives of so many young children, and they also deal with protecting the lives of kids due to all the violence worldwide. They spend their own money to make sure the kids have all the supplies that they will need for the school year. So remember, next time you're around a teacher, to take a moment and thank them for all that they do. You also may want to reach out to some of your former teachers and let them know the impact that they had on your life and how much you appreciate all that they do for you.